Hey guys, I just received my boots order and I have a confession to make. So I had roughly £32 worth of boots points on my loyalty card, and so I wanted to buy something with my points. And then when it came to checkout, I did the whole convert to points and everything. Apparently I was supposed to push one more button for it to be paid for with my card. That didn't really work, and so by accident I ended up paying for this. Which is fine. I will use my points another time. So I got a couple things. First, a mouthwash. This is from Waken. I always use this brand. I like it. I've never tried the aniseed mint, but I just don't feel like having something too minty, and yeah, I just decided to go for something mild. So I will start using this immediately, and then the next one will be in a couple of months. Then I have Distilled Witch Hazel, and this is because I have my Natalia Robinson spot cream, and this is when I use the spot solution. When I started using it at the beginning, I used to just shake it and then put a dot. I realized recently that nothing would come out, and I noticed that it was completely dried out. So I just removed the stopper, and I'm going to add a little bit of witch hazel because it's something that is part of its composition, but also I know that before I used to have very good results with witch hazel, so it will not mess up the product. I think going forward, if I were to repurchase the Natalia Spot Solution, I would remove the stopper from the get-go and use it from the bottle, because I noticed she uses it this way, but I wasn't aware why. So I think the packaging is not nice. And the reason I placed the order, besides the witch hazel, was also to finally get the Fenty Beauty cheeks out. Now, you recall I've been talking about it for several months, probably a year now, that it's been on my wish list, and I took my time. I know I am painfully slow at buying things, but sometimes it takes me a year or two, sometimes 3, to buy something, and I'm fine with it. Now, this is the end of January, and for the whole month of January I was using the Bobbi Brown cream Peau Rouge, and that made me realize that I would be able to make the most out of a cream product, because that's also something where I didn't want to buy a makeup product and then have it just sit because I wasn't going to use it. So eventually, once I realized that I spent an entire month using a nice product from Bobbi Brown, and that I managed to make the texture work for me and for my lifestyle, I decided to finally buy the Fenty Beauty one. It won't come out. Okay, so this is called Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush. The color I got is number 5, Strawberry Drip. It looks like this. They're very cute and small. And it's this very vibrant color. It's not picking up right. It's a little bit warmer than what it looks like on camera. But yeah. We'll see what that looks like. That will probably be my color for March. So in February I'm not using this. We'll see. That is my mini haul. So I just received my Birkenstocks. They look like this, which is exactly like the ones that I have, except that these ones have the little straps all over the foot. I need to remove this thing. Anyway, that means I can finally wear my little socks. Let's see. That's my lunch ready. Very happy with them. They're very comfy. I find them a bit slippery on my kitchen floor, and okay, they're fine. They're a bit fine on the wood, but I think I'll just get used to them. But yeah, quite cute. I like the soft bed. Yeah. So let me now put my old beat up brickies. They joined their sister. Yay! And my last purchase for February has just arrived, and it's a couple shirts from Mango. Oh, they give you a tiny hanger. I got these to replace my little Sezane shirts, so we'll see. These are inexpensive. It's organic cotton, but these are white, not off-white. I tend to wear white shirts, but off-white shirts, but I recently was okay with buying white ones. Same style. I always like to have something with open work. This year we have a lot of these dramatic colors, so I thought, why not? So yeah, so that's the first one. The second one is off-white, which is really the style I tend to go for. And if you know me, this comes as no surprise. Again, kind of similar to the Sezane shirt that I destroyed. So nothing surprising in there. The two shirts together cost me about £85, whereas normally when I get a Sezane shirt, they usually cost me £90 each. So it is less expensive. I have all my shirts here that I still did not iron, and I have the other shirts that I washed that I still did not iron too, or even hang. So pretty happy with this purchase. As you see, I have started wearing my sweaters because I have run out of iron shirts to wear. So that's a good sign. That means my style resolution for January was really working. Now let's move on to my empties segment. So these are things I have finished in January. As usual, whenever I buy mouthwash, it's because I finished one. This is the bottle I showed you earlier in the video, and it's just because I refill one bottle. So this is going to recycling. Then the hydration styling cream from Moroccan Oil. Again, very easy product. I essentially shower in the morning, shake my hair, and then use this. Whenever I feel my hair is completely dry, I might do this and then add the Camille Rose one, or just use the Camille Rose. But on a day-to-day basis, I think that this is lightweight, and I like using it. It gets very difficult to use towards the end of the bottle, and I always struggle with finishing it, so I have to add water and go and work it on, etc. But other than that, I really like the product. I have a backup of it, obviously, so it's one of those that I buy quite regularly, and I will continue repurchasing. Then the Total Distress Bath Oil from Sezane. I usually have one of these in my empties every couple of months or so. Usually if I have one of these in my empties, it means that I was extremely stressed and I needed to have some relief. So this one is the Distress one, and I've been having a few baths, not as much as I thought I would, but still. I have a backup of this, obviously, already started on it, so definitely something I recommend. It's not very expensive. Medicate White Balance Brightening Serum. I've used a few of these. It comes, whenever you buy it, you get 2 vials of it because it is relatively unstable, so you don't want to have it open for a long period of time. So I am using now the 2nd vial of this. I will not repurchase. It was a very good product. It's very active. Whenever I use it, I just feel that it tingles my skin, so I kind of like that feeling. But I just think I have been a bit better at not picking at my zits. I know my skin is really congested, so I've been trying to work on the congestion so that I don't have any zits to begin with. So once I finish using the last bottle of this, I'm not going to repurchase. Instead, I'm going to focus on decongesting my skin. Then I have a couple things that serve as moisturizer. First one is LMS Pro Collagen or Oxygenating Night Cream. This is anti-aging. I received it as a gift with purchase. I thought it was quite creamy, relatively rich, so I did like that. I would not repurchase it, just because I didn't feel like there was anything exciting about it. So nothing, didn't really make a difference. So yeah, I just finished it because I had it. It's a 15 ml, and as I said, I'm trying to go over a lot of things that were in my travel sizes. Same with this Pro Collagen neck and décolleté balm. So I actually have a little bit left just under here. I don't like it. Obviously I didn't use it on my neck and décolleté, I used it on my face. It has a gel-like texture, and it feels a bit bouncy, kind of like if you were to put gelatin on your face. It's not very hydrating, and so I do feel that after I put it on, I would still need to use an oil or something heavier. So I used it for several days, but then I felt that my skin was getting dry, and then I just decided not to use the last couple bits in here. I figured, why force my skin to go through that? And so I moved to a sample of Oskia. This is the Renaissance 360 Pure Nutritional Skincare. So this is a anti-aging brightening supreme cream. It was just a sample. I used it for 3 days. I didn't feel excited about it. So unlike the Kate Somerville cream that I tried the month before, this one didn't. It was quite inoffensive, I would say, in that I wore it, I put it on, I didn't feel like it did anything. It's very difficult to get excited for creams. But yeah. Then I have a serum. This is the Caudalie Venosource SOS Thirst Quenching Serum. So this is from their grape extract line. The entire brand is around grapes anyway. And I had this sample. I love Caudalie products. I think that my skin gets along with Caudalie products. I feel that they drink up whatever I put on it. So similar to their moisturizing sorbet, which I absolutely love and would definitely repurchase in summer. This is something that I used all over my face, just as an extra dose of moisture, and in the morning. And I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I always have a question mark with the fragrance, because I feel that all the Caudalie products have that amazing smell, and I'm pretty sure it comes from some kind of fragrance. I just cannot. Maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I love it. I just feel that the scent that I love so much is so potent that I always wonder whether it might be bad for my skin. But other than this, really enjoyed using it. This is like whenever there is a Caudalie product, I always look forward to using it, and I usually tend to finish them quite quickly because I use them day in, day out. So very, very lovely product. This is the stopper from my spot solution by Natalia Robinson. I just feel the packaging was really not good, and in hindsight I would have removed the stopper from the beginning and then used it, but I learned my lesson now. I'm not sure I'm going to repurchase the spot cream though, because I'm really I might repurchase like a full-on mask or something to clear my pores. And talking of Natalia, I have finished one of the cleansing balm minis. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is a completely inoffensive balm. You use it, it's like it's transparent. It goes on very oily, and very little of it goes a long way. So I feel like it spreads. The spreadability of it is just nothing like I've ever seen before. It spreads like a very low viscosity oil, but at the same time does not feel oily. It feels very moisturizing. I can use it morning and night if I feel like it. I've had a couple of days where I did that, but usually it is my morning cleanser, and then I emulsify it a little bit with water and I remove it with a washcloth. It leaves your skin feeling really plump. So definitely for the cold season, I do feel that this was really a good product to use. I have 4 more of these small little pots, and surprisingly it lasted me a long time. So this got me over like a month. Now I am on the second pot. I think I will also use it for way over a month, and I'm quite happy with it. I think that I could even buy the full size of it, given just how little you need and how long it goes. So I can understand why it is a key product in her collection. I love the packaging. I am having one of those weak moments where I'm thinking, should I actually save the glass jar? But then the rational part in me is trying to convince myself that I have nothing to store in this jar, so I should definitely recycle it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm having a weak moment here. And then the last thing I finished is this Sezane Repair and Protect. I had bought 2 of these when I started getting some dental work done, because I had a very sensitive tooth and I had to get it checked. So my doctor asked me to use this, and she also gave me one toothpaste that had a lot of fluoride in it. I finished it, and I finished the other one, so now I'm back to using my old Marvis toothpaste. It has an old school look and feel. I will use it for some time, and then I also noticed I have a lot of toothpaste samples and travel sizes. So I think after I finish the Marvis, I'm gonna try to go over a few of these, just again, as I'm trying to simplify. As I said in a previous video, I'm looking to move in June, end of June, so I really don't want to have 12 small toothpaste tubes with me to lug around. So I'd rather just have 1 or 2, one of them started and the other probably be in a backup. So that's a bit where I'm headed with these. So these are all the things that I have finished for this month, and I'm going to put the box back in its little tower, and it's going to fill again for when I do another update in March. I decided to make mac and cheese. I've never made it since I moved to outside of Morocco, actually. I don't think I've done it when I was in Belgium, and this is my first time here in the UK. So I have all these ramekins because I have been eating those chocolate mousses that I get from Côte Brasserie, and I didn't feel like tossing these because they're really well made. It's actually proper pottery, and it's dishwasher safe. You could put it in the oven, like the whole thing, right? You can freeze them, everything. So I just decided to get a few of these. I have no sense of proportion because I'm a proper Moroccan. I eye everything, and typically it should go, you know, should work out. So here I just have my macaroni currently starting to cook. I don't know how many ramekins I'm gonna need. I'm probably gonna eat 2 of these for lunch today with a side of salmon or something, and then the rest I can just put in the fridge and a couple in the freezer. Okay, check this out. All this cheddar going in. Yes! This is gorgeous. This is what dreams are made of. Oh my God. Ooh. Perfection. This smells and looks so good, it should be illegal. Oh, I can't wait. My sister came around for the weekend usual visit. I made a nice risotto, that's just the leftover. I also baked some nice cookies. These are the ones that are not super cooked. So I'm just going to save these, and then I can always heat the ones that are a bit undercooked. They turned out quite well, actually, and it didn't take me a long time to make them. So very happy with that. So yeah. Morning. So before we get into February makeup, let me show you how I did with the January selection. So first thing first is this is my daily makeup section, and I ended up actually mostly using this bronze color from MAC, and I actually hit pan on it, which is very exciting. That never happens, but I have a feeling that with these capsule looks it's going to happen a lot more often. So I'm very excited to see pan on a color. For all of you who are not that into makeup collecting, etc., a few years ago oh my god, almost 7 or 8 years ago, there was this whole movement of pan in your makeup. It was started by this lady called Christine Kobzev on YouTube, where one day she realized she just had tons of makeup, and then she did a makeup inventory. And ever since, she's made it a point to just see how much she can finish. So some people have been taking it overboard. It's not necessarily something I actively seek, but it's always satisfying when you see the bottom, the little metal bit on a makeup item. So I had been wearing that almost every day, I would say 90% of the time. And then same thing for my Bobbi Brown Peau Rouge. So I did make quite a dent in it, and it was pretty pristine when I just got it. So that's actually also something I'm happy with. And I had this little curl. I didn't really make much difference in it because is it better if I put the lights on? Hold on. I think it's a little bit better. I do look yellow and I have this massive thing on my forehead, but it's fine. So I have this eyeliner from Avon. I ended up using this mostly on my waterline because I didn't have the time to go full-on wing. So I did have a full-on wing every now and then, but it wasn't as many times as I would have loved. And then in perfume, I ended up using Myrrh and Tonka quite a lot. So I ended up having it stop at here when it was a full bottle. And then the other bottle was Oud and Bergamot. I did not really use it much, so that was quite surprising for me. So I'm going to retire these two perfumes. As much as I think if I were to continue using this in February, I would finish it, I don't want to continue using it for February. So let me go get my new perfume, and then I will also walk you through the switch over that I'm doing on my makeup. For February, I decided to go with Ward Ta'ifi, which is Ta'if Rose by Abdsamad Al-Qurashi. So Ta'if is a city in Saudi Arabia, and when the whole region was invaded by Ottomans, they wanted to bring something that reminded them of their homeland, which was the rose. But then what happened is that these roses grown in Ta'if ended up having such a special fragrance that ever since it just became known for that. So yeah, so I just sprayed it. I hate this thing. I hate anything that looks cheap metallic-y, and it's pink. So really not a fan of that. I wish I could just keep it like that, but I'm worried about what if I accidentally keep pushing that. So I'm going to keep it like that for a few weeks, and then if I really cannot stand this, I will just remove the cap and toss it, because I just can't even look at it. I hate it. But the smell is divine. So just a pure, fresh zing of rose, but not dusty kind of rose. It's really very fresh. I really like it, almost citrusy. So that was all my perfume. That's what I'm going to wear. The key thing for February is that I'm going to wear red. So nail polishes, last time I had this one, the very pale pink, and I had also a nude one. For February I'm going to have this Flamengo Beach by Rimmel London. It's the Super Gel, and this one is Super Matte by Flormar. I've had this for ages, so I'm not even sure they still have it, but the reference is M102. So yeah, I have these two. This afternoon I'm going to wear this one, and then for lips I'm going to exclusively wear red lips. So I'm going to go with this Revlon Matte in 006, really red. I have used it a little bit, but it's not really there. So I'm going to put it here. And then the second red I'm going to use is this by Givenchy. The color is 319, Rouge Intense. This one is untouched, and it's also a bit brighter. This might be the one that I wear today. So these are the two red lipsticks I'm going to have, in addition to the red nail polish. Let me just put this here because I just got out of the shower. It's always like that on Monday mornings. I'm just running all over the place and dripping water everywhere. Now for my eyelids, I am a bit bored with this bronze color, so I'm going to look for another thing to put on my eyes. You can see the mess in here. I have my little comb. I'm wondering whether or not to use something from my Naked palette. It would be good if I could hit pan on something on my Naked palette. I'll use Sidecar. That will be my color for February. So that comes out here. That means I don't need my quad. I'll just put it in here. Yeah, what else do I need to change? I'm keeping my powder, I'm keeping my face, everything the same. Yeah, for blush, I'm going to go with a red blush. You could definitely see a theme here. So I'm going with NARS. So this is NARS Exhibit A. That's what it looks like. Anything else I want to change in here? Yeah, I no longer want to use this little gray thing. So what color do I want to use? Probably just gonna go with a simple black color for the waterline. Nothing exciting. And because I have a red lip, I'm probably going to need a red lip liner. So I'll get this one. It's my only red lip liner anyway. It's by MAC. It's called Auburn. Yeah, I think we're there. So let me now apply the makeup. Alright, so I zoomed you in a little bit, but this is not a makeup tutorial. Oh my god, I keep dripping water. My base did not change. The only thing I added is this True Matte Pro Filter mattifying primer by Fenty Beauty. I had it already, but I did not use it much in January, but then I noticed that after a few Zoom calls, just my face looks too shiny. So I added this to my routine. I've already used it. I'm still having the same Born This Way multi-sculpted concealer in Butterscotch. I use it under my eye after I put on the Bobbi Brown corrector. So now I'm just going with the Fenty Beauty powder under my eyes. I had put a little bit, but I'm just gonna go very quickly under my eyes, over my very, very shiny forehead, center of my face, with the biggest brush you could ever find, just because I want that light touch. For my eyebrows, I'm still continuing with the Anastasia Deep Brow in medium brown, so that hasn't changed either. So now I'm using the Fenty Beauty eye base. I removed the stopper because I couldn't get to the product, but I have been using it almost every day and very happy with it. Just one swipe on each eye and then very messily rub it like this. And for January, what I thought was quite useful is the fact that the color that I applied worked all over the lid, and that's why I think it was easy for me to use it every day. It's because you just swipe it over your lid and you're done. So we said Sidecar. I'm gonna need to wash my other. I'm gonna need to wash my MAC 217 before using it because it has the other color. But so I'm going now to go with this Sephora brush. It's quite shiny. It does have a bit of fallout, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'll survive. It's okay. Yeah, I can live with that. It's fine. So that's the eye done. As I said, I'm going with this easiest look. Then tight lining with the McPhee line. I'm wondering whether or not to start doing a winged liner. I'll think about it tomorrow. I'll see tomorrow if I have time to do a winged liner. Today is a Monday. I can't be bothered. What else? We said a red lip. I'm so excited for a red lip. So I'm not really worried about having a proper line. It's really just to make sure that it doesn't bleed. And then this is my first time using this Givenchy. Oh my god, it's so smooth. And so moisturizing. My lips were just so dry. I love it. This is as moisturizing as a lip balm. It looks very bluish bluish red on camera. Even the thing looks bluish red. So I'm probably gonna need to move you to the daylight instead of these fluorescent light bulbs, so that you see the colors better. But I'm very, very happy with, oh my god, it just wakes up my face. That is gorgeous. That is just gorgeous. I've never been disappointed with the Givenchy product, to be honest. I always thought they were a bit expensive. No, I take it back. I was disappointed with one product, but it was because it was too light for me. But texture-wise, they're always gorgeous. Like, I have that quad that I bought many years ago, and I nearly tossed it. And then I remember for a few weeks I was wearing it, and it was the most beautiful color, so buttery. There is something they just get right about textures. Something about their products just sits comfortably on your skin. I remember there was a time I used a couple of those Givenchy, what was it called? I need to find the name. They were in a very dark packaging, and I used them when I was on Roaccutane, and my lips were very chapped. That stuff was so moisturizing. So I just used this darker powder on my face because I tend to look quite pale. I was zooming on a Zoom call with my friends yesterday, and they were commenting on that. And then the touch of red. This is a very, very pigmented color by NARS, so you have to be careful to not look clownish, but at the same time keep in mind that it's a matter of preference. And I like my blush very, very strong because I use a light for my Zoom calls and it washes me out. So although this looks a little bit strong, when I am on camera I barely look alive. So that's also something I had mentioned in my January video, when I said if you are applying makeup primarily because you're working with a virtual setting and you want a certain look, you definitely want to test what it looks like on your camera with your lighting, etc. My webcam just washes me out. I just look like I didn't have anything to eat for days. Then I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara. My god, I love this. I can't stop looking at this lipstick. I always do this, but I don't care. That's the good part about not having any makeup in the other areas of my face, because I just had the mascara. Normally people will just wait until it completely dries out and then scrape it off. But I don't have any foundation or anything there, so I can just scrape it off immediately. I mostly use mascara to remove the fallout of products, and this eyeshadow certainly has a lot of fallout. Actually, it has so much fallout. I don't think I want to wear it alone. I think I might need to just have a little bit of a brown color or something in the crease. I'm not sure. I can't be bothered. I'm too lazy. Yeah, this will be my look. I'm going to spray a bit of a mattifying liquid and get my bagel and then show you. And this is me in natural daylight before I applied my mattifying spray, which I will use all over the face, and then it will I can't stop looking at this lipstick. It's gorgeous. The other thing I wanted to say is that this makeup for February is probably also going to be my makeup for March, because I'm starting a project in 2 weeks, so it's going to be mid-Feb. And I will need to, whenever I do a project, I like to have a consistent look in the project. It's one of my quirks, because as you guys know, I wear makeup for work, not as part of my work uniform. Not really. I don't like this. I think it's too ashy, so I will change it. But I'm loving this lipstick. My god, I'm loving it. I will wear it throughout February and March. I will try another color for my eyelids tomorrow, because I'm not digging in this color. I will see what it looks like on camera when I do my first meetings, but it might grow on me. You never know. I'll see. Morning. It is snowing outside. Not that much, so you can't really see snow on the floor, but anyway. Okay, so this is what my makeup looks like. I've been wearing it for about a week or so. This is my second week wearing it, and I really like it. I like I love the lipstick. Essentially, I'm in love with it. I decided that I prefer it when it's a bit worn down like this, so I didn't go with the full swipe, but just a tiny bit goes a long way. I also love the nail polish. I've gotten comments on it, so yeah, really like it. That is essentially what I wanted to cover for February. I know I posted this video late because I was just working like crazy. Yesterday I started working at 6:30 a.m. So I just needed to take some time to edit the video and then post it. So I'm sorry that I skipped a week.